Hello everyone, welcome back to your physics class. I hope you all are good. In the previous video you have learned about the third method of heat transfer, that is radiation. Now today we will discuss the last topic of this chapter, that is known as thermos flask or thermos. Thermos flask is also known as Dewar flask because it is discovered by Sir James Dewar. So it is also known as Dewar flask. So what is thermos flask? A thermos flask is that which keeps hot objects hot and cold objects cold for a long time. As you have seen, you use the thermos flask in winters as well as in summers, because in winters these thermos flasks keep the water or any other liquid hot, and in summers it keeps the water or other liquids cold. So it works according to our requirement because it is thermally insulated. So how it works? So before the working of the thermos flask, we will see the construction of the thermos flask. So here you can see this is a thermos flask. Firstly, a thermal flask is a double-walled glass vessel. This is a double-walled glass vessel which has two walls, or a metal container. We can see a thermal flask is a double-walled glass or metal container, and in between the two walls there is air. As you know, air is present everywhere on this earth, so air will present in the walls of this double-walled glass vessel. So what we do, firstly, the air in the space between these two walls is pumped out with the help of vacuum pump from the hole which is made at the foot of this double-walled glass vessel, and afterwards it is sealed, that is known as vacuum seal. So the hole is sealed afterwards by taking out the air from these walls or from the space between the walls with the help of a vacuum pump, and then the hole is sealed afterwards with the help of a vacuum seal. Now the space between the walls is completely empty. This space between the walls is completely empty. So here we have created vacuum. So the space between the two walls is now, it is vacuum, where there is no any medium. After that, the inside surfaces, these inside surfaces of this double-walled glass container are made of silver. These are made silvery. Why these are made silvery? Because silver is a good reflector of heat, so it will reflect heat and will prevent the exchange of heat radiation. So we will this see in further in working. After that, the flask is then placed in a metal or plastic case. We have seen that the flasks, the thermos flasks, are generally look plastic or in the form of metal from outside. So the flask, the double-walled glass vessel, is then placed in a metal or plastic case. After that, the mouth of the flask is closed by a stopper which is made up of bad conductor of heat. So this is stopped by a stopper, or this is closed by a stopper which is bad conductor of heat. So this is the construction, and at the last you can see there is a plastic cork on which this glass vessel rests, and this is the outer case, and these are the cork supports which supports this double-walled glass vessel inside this outer case. So this is the construction of the thermos flask. Now next is the working of thermos flask, how it works and or how it prevents the heat transfer from or out of the flask. or we can say that from the inner or the outside of it. So the features of this thermos flask will reduce the heat transfer effectively from outside and inside of the container. What are that features? Firstly, the plastic case, the outer plastic case and the double walled glass vessel which is made vacuum, being bad conductors of heat, will prevent the heat transfer by conduction. Because we have made the vacuum, so it will prevent the heat transfer by conduction, and similarly the plastic case will also prevent the heat transfer by conduction. Next, the tight stopper that is placed at the mouth of this thermos flask, it prevents the air from entering or leaving the flask. Means heat cannot leave or enter the flask due to the presence of this stopper. So convection is not possible due to the presence of this stopper. As we know, convection occurs in gases and in liquids, so heat can exchange with the method of convection, but here we have stopped it with the help of a stopper. Next, now radiation is possible even if there is no medium between the glass walls. As we know, without medium, heat transfer can occur, and that method is known as radiation. So radiation is possible even if there is no medium between the glass walls. But what we do then the heat radiation tries to enter or leave the flask, but the silvered surfaces of the glass reflects it straight back. As I have told you that the inner surfaces of the glass vessel or the double walled glass vessel are made up of silver, so that's why they will prevent the heat transfer. How they prevent the heat transfer? Because silver is being a good reflector of heat, so the silvered surfaces of glass reflect it straight back, and thus it reduces the heat exchange due to radiation. Because when they hit here, they will get reflected from this, and again they will get reflected from this, and in this way this will reduce the heat exchange due to radiation. So the transfer of heat is stopped by the three methods: conduction, convection and radiation. Because as we know, heat can transfer only by these three methods: conduction, convection and radiation. So all the methods or all the method transfer of heat has been stopped by using some materials like plastic, silver. So in this way, a hot drink stored in a thermos flask will stay steaming hot for several hours. Similarly, substances that are cold stay cold inside a thermos flask. So in this way a thermos flask works. Now next is polar bears. There is an info hub that polar bears have white fur and black skin. We know that they have black skin, but on the upper part they are having the white fur. Over the black skin they are having the white fur. So what is the advantage of having white fur on the black skin? As we know, black is a good absorber of heat, black color is a good absorber, and white color is a good reflector of heat. So what happens that polar bears live in cool environments, had more thick fur to trap more air, but hair fur, not on the white color, hair fur will keep the polar bears warm from inside, because they will trap more air, and air, as we know, this is a bad conductor of heat, so it will keep the body of the polar bear warm. But fur even grows at the bottom of their paws, which protect against cold surfaces and provides a good grip on ice. So this is an advantage of having fur on their skin. But under the white fur, polar bears have black skin that helps to absorb heat energy from the sun. So in this way they can survive in the cold places with the help of white fur and black skin. Here the work is of fur, because fur traps the air which will keep the body of the polar bear warm, which is also absorbed due to the black skin of the polar bear, which absorbs heat energy from the sun. Now next is quick check 5. So first one is, during summers we should wear which clothes? We should wear white clothes because white keeps us cool. Next is, heat is transferred through conduction in solids, as we know. Dash is the process of heat transfer in liquids and gases where the actual movement of particles of matter occurs, that is convection. Next is, the reason why the surface of teapot is made shiny is that it minimizes heat loss. Next is, heat can be transferred through vacuum by the process of conduction, convection, radiation, or cannot be transferred. So as we know, through vacuum it can occur with the help of radiation, by the process of radiation. Now next is the true false. During the day water absorbs more heat than land. It is false. Next, metals are good conductors of heat. True. At night water loses heat more slowly than land. Yes, it is also true. Heat does not travel in a straight line. No, it is false. It also travels in straight line. The refrigerator works under the principle of conduction. No, it works under the process of, or under the principle of convection. So it is false. So I hope this topic will clear to you. Thank you.